March Snort Mail. I'm trying to be better about like reasonably spacing things out and maybe only doing one Snort Mail like unboxing kind of thing a month, unless like I'm told I need to open something immediately, etc. But we have some packages, almost all of which are basically a surprise. So yay, let's get to it. Will you come join me, Peg? First, I know is from Draco. And Draco, you hinted that it was because I was joking about needing to bite things in the reaction to Neil's 600, Get in the Water in 600 Stripe. And I was biting my fan. Not recommended, by the way. But apparently this is something for me to bite on. Not in a weird way, guys. Heads out of the gutter, please. Oh my god. Chew necklaces for adult anxiety fidgeting. Oh my god. Amazing. Wait. Why do I love this? Why do I love this? Got a ring. Got... I was almost gonna call it a whistle because it makes me think of like a sailor whistle. Like a tooth, a feather, basically essentially an Oreo cookie. This is amazing. Oh my god, I didn't even know they made these things, which like, whoever cornered the market on this, thank you. For the people like me who sometimes have such sensory overload, I'm just like, I need to bite something. I have things I can bite now. These will come into use regularly. It happens when I consume media because I get very emotionally invested in media, so that I'm just like, let me bite something. Or all the cuteness aggression that I have related to Peg and or my new niece who has arrived and is very cute. Speaking of these, the two back here are from Game Wizard, I know, and I think you did say one of them was something for my niece, who by the way is perfect. And as much as I would love to gush and share a million pictures, I'm respecting my brother and my sister-in-law's wishes and privacy that they do not want their daughter on social media, so that is fine. All I can tell you is she's a perfect little loaf. I got to hold her at the hospital and she is perfect and adorable, and the dogs are thus far adjusting wonderfully to her being in the house. She is absolutely Radar's baby, but he is giving her respectful space, which is important. Izzy, in the meanwhile, just doesn't seem to care. Which, honestly, Izzy, you go, girl. Ugh! This one actually has some extra tape on it. I don't know who did that, but thank you, Amazon or Post Office, for putting the tape on here. First... Oh! You told me about this. I've seen... Oh, I remember, because Game Wizard, don't you have this? It's a little pig in like a sailor outfit, and it's from this book called Maybe. Written by Kobe Yamada, illustrated by Gabriela, I believe it's Baruch, which is... Oh, like when I tell you, it's so pretty. But it does come with this, with a little flying pig plush, which is so cute. Oh, bookmark is for me. It goes with book that may... Bookmark is for you, Mad. It goes with the book that may arrive earlier or later, depending on Amazon's mood. Hope you enjoy, and thank you for all the wonderful moments we've all shared on Discord. Thank you, Game Wizard. That's so sweet. I'm very curious about this book. It's a bookmark. It's a wolf bookmark. Hold on. Can I, there we go. I can do my best because it's in like plastic wrapping, but it's very pretty actually. Oh, it's woven too. That is really pretty. I love me a good bookmark because I'm the type of person who will just grab random things and make them a bookmark. You know, we all have these, but I know you had mentioned these were for the niece, which, oh my God, I will take a picture and send it to my sister-in-law and just be like, I'm going to either send this to you in the mail or bring it to you next time I see you. Oh, that's so cute. This is so cute. So cute. I'm gonna have to keep that plush away from Peg. She will absolutely think it's for her because she has, hysterically, Peg has her own plush pig that squeaks. Can you get it? No, she's not feeling it. Now we have the book, which I've not been told what it is. I've been allowed mystery here, which I love a mystery, but I'm also annoying in that I want to know things. So did I, when I got this book, literally just do this? And as if I could guess my way? No. I remember you said it was not the version you didn't, like, wanted to say. So there are apparently multiple versions of this book. I do not know. Okay. I can't, I don't want to look because I'm sure it'll spoil what the book is. Ooh, she's got something exciting. I ought to be thy Adam, but I am rather... Frankenstein. Frankenstein! Part 2 of my package being sent. Oh, hello! Okay, first off, I see you sprayed edges. Look, I'm a sucker for a good sprayed edge when, like, you really do something amazing. And these were illustrations by John Coulthart. Oh. Oh. Okay. I love that look of the creature. There have been, cool, that's so cool. So this actually, the contents here, we have, obviously, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. It also includes The Vampire by John Polidori, which is a short story, which is the one he wrote during, what came out of this, the infamous sort of bet/game they were playing, and then a fragment, Lord Byron, I believe that's what he ended up writing. Oh my gosh. Has beautiful illustrations. Oh. You can tell these are very well made sprayed edges because you kind of have to crack them open. That's that sound you're hearing. Oh wow, so they've even got beautiful... Oh, this... Okay. Okay. So everybody can have a good look. Oh, that's actually very cool. So this is the slip case, and if you take the slip case off, it's actually sheer. So the Nike book is actually very pretty itself. I love that. Actually, I love that image on the back too. For those who don't know, there have been quite a few discussions about Frankenstein in our Discord because obviously Guillermo del Toro's film adaptation came out. And sorry to everybody who's a Guillermo del Toro fan, while I have great respect for the man and his creativity and especially his massive advocacy for animation as a medium, I didn't like his adaptation. I had a lot of problems with it. Although I did say a high point was the acting was phenomenal. I was actually really sad in that I enjoyed Jacob Elordi's performance as the creature, but I kind of wish he actually got to play Mary Shelley's creature, who's a far more complicated and complex and kind of dark character. And yeah, and also, yes, the costuming was really cool. The sets were really beautiful, the ones that were built. I just had a real problem with the script as an adaptation of Frankenstein. And also ending with a quote by Lord Byron sort of felt like you literally couldn't pick a quote by Mary Shelley or even her husband, Percy Shelley. We had to do Byron. Okay. Regardless, we had a lot of talk about Frankenstein, the actual novel. Because if anyone has not actually read the novel by Mary Shelley, I recommend it. It's, one of the kind of the one that we say almost invented the science fiction genre. It's so fucking good. And now I have a super pretty copy. And so this is a bookmark. Like, I love the bookmark going with it. Also, it makes me laugh because of the wolf on here. Again, if you were in the Discord, you would know that I bitched. And I mean bitched. Because again, Guillermo del Toro's visuals are very beautiful. His CGI animals in that film were horrendous. They were really bad. The deer, the rats, the wolves. They did not look good. They really looked bad. And it was unfortunate because it yanks you out of the film. And I was making a joke that I'm like, you couldn't even get like a trained rat. Like, and I understand maybe deer you can't train. Maybe like you couldn't get a wolf dog or something. Or, get the look you wanted for the wolf. But I was like, rats? I'm like, Robert Eggers got a shit ton of rats for Nosferatu. They couldn't spare you one. I was cracking jokes like that, but I'm now laughing at the wolf bookmark to go with Frankenstein. Because I complained about, I really did. I said, no, it just looks bad. And in a film that is visually quite stunning. Like, look, I'll never knock Guillermo del Toro's visuals. He presents beautiful images on screen. Those were jarringly bad in comparison, but oh, I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm just thinking of, I have literally left like 20+ minute voice notes to people just when they said, oh, you didn't like the film, why didn't you like it? I'm like, here's my short version. My short version is 20-something minutes long. And it's one of the few times I ever got, really got visceral. It's one of the few times people might find that strange given my reaction epic, but I really was viscerally angry at the Frankenstein adaptation because I felt deceived because it had moments that to me were so great. And I like kept thinking, oh, no, it'll be fine. And then I just watched it spiral downhill in a way that genuinely, I think, disappointed me. I had some real kind of cautious optimism that, hey, maybe Del Toro's a good director to take this. It'll be great. And I was left very bitterly disappointed and angry. But I love the pretty version of Frankenstein. And I will, of course, as I said, I'm taking pictures of these to send them to my sister-in-law. I'd say I also send them to my brother, but my brother's kind of hopelessly non-communicative. So if I send it to my sister-in-law, at least I know she'll say something back about getting that to her, which will be appreciated because my gift to them was like starting the library. It was finding some picture books that I thought were perfect. So yay, that is the Snort Mail for March. Speaking of, I know what you all want. You want to see the snort. Hold, please. There we go. There's the snort. There's the snort. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yeah. And I give you the snort. Say happy Snort Mail. She says, Mom, I was sleeping. But yes, thank you, Game Wizard. And thank you, Draco, for now my basically human chew toys. So I can be like Peg. These make me laugh. And actually, I love them because I will use them. Did not even know those were a thing. I love that those are a thing. It's fabulous that those are a thing. But thank you so much. Again, I say it every time, but I kind of opened the P.O. box almost like a joke because people said you should open one for Peg. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. Never expected anybody to send anything. So I am always very grateful and very thankful. Thank you feels like such like two very like paltry words. They never really feel like enough, but it's kind of all I can say. But thank you. Only more things to come.